My name's LQ, and this week in the NBA.
Lead here. Jokic shoots another three. That's good! Nikola Jokic from distance.
Easy call.
And John Morant's just been kicked out of the game.
Gonna run up a double, and it's taken away. It's now the Lakers get it back. Here's LeBron. Bryant.
And that's a three-point play opportunity for him.
Technical foul on Luka or somebody.
So first things first, this is actually the first week I'm going to actually talk basketball, like current basketball, and not talk about the past, or talk about random kits or jerseys, or talk about just Luka Doncic by himself, I guess. It's the first week I get to talk hoops, which is the name of the channel, LQ Talks Hoops. But the first thing I need to talk about is the referees. The refereeing recently has been really bad. And I'm talking like Tim Duncan getting kicked off the bench for laughing bad. Couple days ago, Luka Doncic got a tech for shouting "come on" at his teammates.
And that's a three-point play opportunity for him.
Technical foul on Luka or somebody.
Couple days ago, Ja Morant got ejected for talking to a fan, and it wasn't like he was having an argument with a fan, he was just talking to a fan.
Just a little bit goes forward, it's an easy call.
And John Morant's just been kicked out of the game.
Technical foul as we call on overdraw. John Morant.
And Ray Acosta, 2 technicals against John Morant.
Yeah, but something must have happened with a fan on the side, because the Grizzlies are all talking about that he was talking with a fan.
The NBA's got to a point now where you can hold referees accountable. I feel like the level of technology to be able to review and see things. It's like in football, how we have VAR. I don't really like VAR in football that much, but it gives referees some level of accountability. They know that people can see the correct decision being made there, and it's clear as day. And when you're teeing someone up for talking to a fan, or teeing someone up for trying to motivate his teammates, you should be held accountable. Referees aren't being given enough fines. They're not being told, you do this one more time, you haven't got a job anymore. I don't think it's fair for players like the Grizzlies lost because Ja Morant got teed up against the OKC, and the Grizzlies shouldn't be losing to the OKC. The Grizzlies are a much better team than OKC. So for me, I feel like to stop this referee epidemic, we need to be holding referees accountable, and I feel like that's Adam Silver's job and the NBA's job to try and hold these referees accountable. That's just what's on my mind right now, is the referees. But moving on, I wanted to talk about players that I played really well. For me, a player that doesn't get enough recognition as an MVP candidate is Devin Booker. Devin Booker has been unreal this season so far. Really good, especially for a top-seeded Suns team. I think they're second in the West right now. But I want to talk about his game against the Pelicans. Devin Booker's been known to have empty stats back in his day. You know, he's 70 points. I don't know how many points he got a couple years ago. The closest person to ever touch Kobe since Kobe did it. But against the Pelicans, he dropped 58 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. And he couldn't miss. There was some fadeaways down the stretch that were just ridiculous. Fadeaway threes from the corner, pull up straight, bang, 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 bang. Beautiful. And I think he's one of the best NBA players in the league right now. And so I think he needs recognition to show he's one of the best players in the league right now. So, I mean, there was a big debate over who the best shooting guard in the league is right now between probably Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker, but I feel like Donovan Mitchell hasn't got the ability to just go berserk like Devin Booker has. I feel like Donovan Mitchell is a very good player, very solid player. He can drop 40 on a consistent basis if he's on one, but I feel like a player that can really break the threshold can go into a 70 piece. The only player in the NBA that probably could do that is other than Stephen Curry or someone, is probably Devin Booker, because of his ability to pull up and drain shots, his ability to shoot in the mid-range, his ability on the inside to get buckets. He's an amazing shooter and he's amazing inside the paint. And I feel like that's the difference between him and some of the other shooting guards where they're not as good 3-level scorers. So Devin Booker needs to be getting that recognition that other shooting guards and other players that are in the MVP conversation need to be having. Next, I want to talk about another player that was in that Pelicans and Suns game, and that was Zion Williamson. He's come back, he's slim, he's not fat Zion no more, and he's ridiculous. He is averaging in the last 5 games, he's averaging 31.4 points, 7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists near about. And he's shooting 65.5% from the field. So that's back to old Zion. At the moment, he's probably an All-NBA player, let alone an All-Star. Probably top 2 teams All-NBA right now as well. He's been pounding and pounding. Point Zion is one of the most exciting and electric things to watch. I used to hate Point Zion when they gave him the ball and said, do your thing. But now he's getting into the paint, he's running plays, he's making plays, he can drain threes. In the last 5 games, he's shooting 43% from 3. Even though he's not shooting a lot of threes, he's still making threes, which gives him an extra dynamic for teams having to guard him on the perimeter as well. Down the stretch against the Suns, he dropped 18 points in the 4th quarter, keeping them well in the game. Even though they had the game in the beginning and they let it go, he kept them in the game consistently, and it was just the magic of Devin Booker and Chris Paul that pushed the Suns over the line. But Zion Williamson deserves some MVP recognition as well. Now we move on to a big negative. You can see the jersey behind me. John Wall, a Wizards legend. We played him twice in the past couple days, the Wizards. The Wizards are currently on a 10-game losing streak, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop the bleeding. Bradley Beal came back yesterday after missing 4 or so games. Dropped 29 points, couldn't hit a 3, but he dropped 29 points. Actually kept us in the game up until the 4th quarter, where it all fell apart like it always does. We always drop a lead. We always play bad in the 4th quarter. I need to see Bradley Beal's 4th quarter statistics, because for some reason I just feel like he lets go. Whether it's the rotations, him becoming tired in the 4th quarter, or anything else. But it just seems like in the 4th quarter we just lose everything. Yesterday, especially against the Lakers, play was drawn up. LeBron had the ball, tried to make a play. Denny almost got a steal. I can't hate Denny for this play. Almost got a steal. But the whole team collapsed when Denny was getting a steal, leaving Thomas Bryant by himself in the paint. And because Denny didn't get that steal, the ball was rolling about. LeBron James hit Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant dunked the ball down, and khalas.
Anticipating. They're going to run up a double, and it's taken away. It's now the Lakers get it back. Here's LeBron. Bryant. The Lakers lead.
Game finished 119-117. The 10th loss in a row. Currently, we have a top 5 pick, obviously based on the lottery, but projected to have a top 5 pick, and that's solely because we've lost 10 games in a row. Before that, we were in the playoff contention. We were looking like a team that could push boundaries in the playoffs. For me, I think it's our 4th quarter performances that are really letting us down. Against the Clippers a couple days ago, we only scored 18 points in the final quarter. That's ridiculous. You can't score 18 points in the final quarter and expect to win. Against the Nets, we scored 17 points in the final quarter. See what I mean? We're not doing much in the final quarter. Against the Clippers again, we scored 23, which isn't that bad, but we conceded 28. Against the Pacers, we scored 22 points in the final quarter. We're not pushing in the final quarter, especially when we're losing games. When we're losing games, we have to turn up and put something on in the final quarter, and at the moment we're just not doing that. It's really letting us down. But I wanted to end finally talking about a positive. Nikola Jokic, I still think he's putting up an MVP caliber season. He's probably 3rd for me in my MVP rankings right now, behind Jason Tatum, probably Giannis. Yeah, probably Giannis. It probably put Nikola Jokic 3rd in that race. I think Nikola Jokic has been really, really good. Yesterday he got 40 points, 27 rebounds and 10 assists. That's a historic stat line. The first person to put a stat line of that nature since Wilt Chamberlain did back in the 70s. So Nikola Jokic could end up being a 3-time back-to-back MVP. And I feel like the league needs to watch, because the Nuggets still look really good, even without MPJ, even without Jamal Murray playing as good as Jamal Murray can be. Hopefully, when I next talk to you about the NBA, the Wizards won't be drowning me down. But I'm in a good mood. Messi won the World Cup. But yeah, Hopefully I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and in a bit. Boom.